jig. Get in the boat. There we go. Going on the jig.
Face full of that C25 right there. Check that out. That's pretty rad.
Lunatics, welcome back to the channel. We're back out on the water today and we're going fishing. I feel like I haven't gone fishing in forever, but it really hasn't been that long, but it's been maybe 3 weeks, month, something like that. Tried to go fishing last week, but the truck broke down again. So if you guys have been following my stuff this year, you've known my trucks broke down a lot. So I think we got a new truck in the future because I'm tired of dealing with it. Put thousands of dollars into it this year trying to keep it going, so I didn't have to buy a new truck, but it sounds like it's inevitable. But in today's video, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away the Super 6-Sack from 6 Sense Fishing. I've had this in my garage for a while and I decided I'm gonna give it away to you guys. So here's how you get it on the giveaway. You gotta like today's video, you gotta comment on the video, you gotta subscribe to the channel, and you gotta share this video out. I'm gonna pick somebody a week from the day that this video goes live, and I will respond to you and notify that you have won the giveaway by commenting on your post on this video. So make sure you comment and make sure you come back and check to see if you won. But don't know really what's in store for today, but we're gonna go fishing. I'm hoping I can catch a couple jerkbait fish. It's that time of year, so let's see what happens and let's go fishing. Let's go!
So here's what we got started for this morning is the 6 Sense Provoke 106X jerkbait in the Ghost Sexified Shad color. By far my favorite color. This is the DoIt Tatula SV 103 TW, something like that. I'll link it down below. And then we got the 6 Sense Sensory rod in the 7.2 medium action. My favorite jerkbait rod for sure. One of the things I like to do a lot with the jerkbait is make long casts. Helps you cover a little bit more water, and it just kind of gets that jerkbait away from you. A lot of times with a jerkbait, you're covering water and really clear water. So getting that bait as far away from the boat as you can is good. And then you also got to make sure you change up the cadences a lot, which by cadence, I mean you got to change how you jerk it. Jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, pause. You got to just change things up because you never know how the fish want it. Sometimes they want long pauses in between, sometimes they don't. And I'm fishing around a lot of brush, so I'm getting hung up a lot. But those are some things to take into consideration when you're fishing a jerkbait. There we go. Fish on. Oh, came off.
So in the beginning of today's video, I mentioned that I wanted to throw a jerkbait and I was hoping to catch some fish on jerkbaits, but you got to keep an open mind because you don't always get to catch fish on what you want to catch them on. Sometimes you got to just keep an open mind and pay attention to what you've got going on in the water. So I was paying attention to my graphs and stuff, and I kept seeing fish in that 20-foot range and stuff like that. So I had to put the jerkbait down because I just don't think those fish are up shallow where that jerkbait's really going to be effective. So I switched it up, started throwing that drop shot around 20, 25, 30 foot, something like that. Got a bite, came off, but we're going to keep doing that and hopefully we catch a few more.
There we go. Got one on the jig. There we go. That's barely a bite. Stay on. Stay on there. Get in the boat. There we go. Got one on the jig. Not a big one, but man, very, very subtle bite. Ate it good though. And the good thing about it is that I haven't thrown the jig very long. But you guys probably can't see that, but there are some antennas down there. So it's always good to look inside the throat of the fish because that'll tell you a little bit about what they're doing, what they're eating. But definitely got some antennas down there, and pretty excited to finally get one in the boat. Not a big one, but haven't thrown that jig very long, and got a bite on it and got him in the boat. So we're gonna keep throwing that jig a little bit. So I switched over to a jig. I was just trying to find something that's gonna be able to fish down deep and just going through different baits. And this is a good time of year to be throwing a jig. Those fish are transitioning into their winter patterns. And jig's always a good bet. So started throwing it around. I threw a Carolina rig a little bit, and the jig's finally what got bit.
Well guys, I am sucking it up out here today. This place is kicking my butt. I am not on them. I've thrown a drop shot, I've thrown a Carolina rig, I've thrown a jig, I've thrown a Texas rig, I've thrown a crankbait, I've thrown a jerkbait. I don't know what else to do, guys. I mean, there's plenty of other baits that I could throw, but I'm just not figuring them out. I feel like I'm fishing the right areas, but fish just don't want to bite.
Guys, if you haven't gotten a pair of water lens sunglasses yet, you are missing out. Today I was wearing my Slaunch frames, and now is a great time around the holidays to get your pair of water lens sunglasses. They make awesome polarized sunglasses, a lot of awesome features that I have talked about in multiple videos this year. So head over to waterlinkcode.com, use the discount code LUNA15. It's gonna save you 15% off the sunglasses and anything else on their site. So waterlinkcode.com, use my code LUNA15. It's gonna save you 15% off.
So some of the main things that I've been looking for today is just trying to graph and find some deeper rock piles. There's brush pretty much everywhere on this lake, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find some of these offshore rock piles where there's some brush around it. I'm hoping that I come up on one. There's some rock up on the bank, and I'm assuming that it's gonna come out into this deeper water right here in 38 foot. But this is what we're looking for. Looks like we might be coming up on some rock right now. Yep, right now you can start to see that rock coming in. Over on the left side of the screen, you can see it in there as well. So we do have that nice little rock pile right there, so we'll turn around and fish that. There we go. Got one on the crankbait, just like I said. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Look at that. Little fat winter one. December out here. Face full of that C25 right there. Check that out. That's pretty rad. Got him. See, guys, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to graph over, find those high percentage areas, find those rock piles, those deeper areas. And what we have right here on this bank is we basically have a nothing bank, and then there's a rock pile. So there's really nothing going on, and then boom, there's some structure. That's what the kind of stuff you want to look for. Isolated stuff, because that's what's gonna hold fish. Idle over it, throw that crankbait over there. If that doesn't work, then you're gonna throw a jig, something slow behind it, try to pick off some of those sluggish fish. Thankfully, we got one pretty quick on that crankbait.
Well, I just got bit, and just goes to show that you can catch multiple fish off that same spot. Some of them are going to be active and they're going to want that crankbait. Some of them are going to want to eat something slow like a jig, making another cast up into that same area where I just got bit, and hopefully it'll come back and eat it this time.
So I didn't end up catching any more fish off of that spot, but that's a great way to break down a little offshore rock pile like that, is to throw something like a reaction bait first, swim bait, crankbait, something like that. Get an active fish off of it, and then go back through it and fish something slow like a jig. And then you could even go back through it again and throw something finesse like a drop shot or a shaky head or something like that. I had a drop shot tied on earlier, but I broke it off, so we're moving to another spot. But that's a great way to break down different spots and to get the most amount of fish that you can off one spot.
Guys, don't forget to get it in the giveaway. I'm giving away the 6 Sense Super 6 sack. If you don't end up winning the giveaway, but you want to get a sack for yourself, go to 6sensefishing.com, use my code LUNA-SUPER6. It's gonna save you 10 bucks off your first month on the Super 6 sack. My LUNA10 code will not work for the Super 6 sack, so make sure to use the code LUNA-SUPER6. And remember, to get in on the giveaway, you just gotta like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel, and share the video out, and you will be entered. The winner is gonna be picked a week from the day this video goes live. Well, guys, tough day overall. Not a lot of fish, not a lot of bites. Tough out here today, but that's fishing. Haven't been out here for a while, so I didn't expect too much, but we're gonna be back at it, you know, regularly like we normally are out here on the channel. But tough day overall, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!